Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Summertime Tarot. My name is Summer and this is a general mid-month reading for the month of June. So we're going to take a look at, what's going on, any advice and messages that want to come through for you. So we're going to start off with an affirmation for you for the remainder of the month. So let's see. Whoop. Okay. So we have here, I honor how I want to feel. Now that's the word. Okay, so let's get into it, man. Let's see. Okay. So all right. So with this, imagine and envision and the star driving your energy for the remainder of the month. I kind of get the feeling you're very much in a space where you're connecting and tapping into like your dreams, your desires, your biggest desires, right? The ones that fuel you and like are most important to you, right? You're also in this healing space with the star here, right? I feel like almost elevating, letting go, releasing. And with this imagine and envision, it's very much like a childlike energy, kind of getting connected back to, I feel like, your inner child, letting go of any kind of like past hurts and kind of really healing and releasing those things so that you can really see for yourself, what's most important and what makes you happy. Okay? But so mentally we have here meditation for creativity, with your challenge being the Ten of Swords and your advice, the Three of Wands. Okay? So with this meditation for creativity, this is very much, I feel like, an energy of needing an outlet, something to kind of right? Because with this Ten of Swords in your challenge, it looks like you're really coming out of the grips of a hard time. And I feel with this meditation for creativity, it's a need for you to release any kind of pent-up stress and pent-up anxiety that you may be experiencing, right? And with the advice being the Three of Wands, frozen's just coming to my mind. Like, let it go, like releasing, finding ways to kind of release this kind of pent up energy that you may be holding on to, and to kind of get expressive about, you know, what's in your mind, what's in your heart, letting it go. And I feel like creative ways, so that could be art, right, dance, singing, any of that kind of stuff that kind of gets you going and makes you feel a little bit easier, feel a little bit lighter, and a little bit closer to the things that, right, the way that you want to feel. I honor how I want to feel. Okay. And so emotionally, we have here excuse me, transformation for change, with your challenge being the High Priestess and your advice the Queen of Cups. So yeah, it looks like you're really coming out of a dark space here with this transformation and change emotionally, right? I feel like this is really you kind of letting go of really like kind of old stuff that may have been weighing on you. And with the High Priestess here being your challenge, I kind of feel like your challenge is kind of seeing the bright side of things, right? It almost feels kind of like shadow work kind of stuff, where you may be working through some things that, you know, were tough in the past, that kind of really, with this, I'm being drawn to this butterfly that transformed you in ways and kind of made you who you are, but at the same time they may have been really hard, really kind of, you know, traumatic to experience, to go through. And so it's really about, with this High Priestess, I feel your challenge here is seeing the brighter side, seeing how, although these things may have been hard, they may have been, you know, less than savory, less than good, right? But they made you who you are. They brought you to where you are today, and really focusing on that, right? Focusing on the brighter side of it. And with the advice being the Queen of Cups, this is really like, again, Frozen is still in my head, like letting those things go, making peace, not for anyone else, but for yourself, right? And so here, in your physical, we have here, follow your dreams, with the Page of Cups as your challenge and your advice, the Hermit. So yeah, it looks like it's really time for you to really sit with yourself and figure out what you want out of life, right? What are your dreams? And I feel like this is kind of the space that you're in with this imagine and envision. You're really kind of feeling the urge, the push to move towards the things that make you happy, right? That light your fire. I'm hearing, you are my fire. You know what I mean? Those things. And so with the challenge being the Page of Cups, yeah, this is very like childlike energy, getting back into that kind of exciting place where you feel excited to explore new things and do new things and experience new things, right? And in order to do that, with the Hermit being here as your advice, it's time for you to get tuned into yourself, to spend some more time with yourself, spend some time really, I feel, connecting back with that inner child, right? Connecting to the things that you used to want to do when you were a little kid, right? This could be small things. It could be, maybe you just wanted to make mud pies, maybe go out and make a mud pie, you know what I mean? It could be somewhere that you always wanted to go when you were little. Maybe go there, tap back into that energy, that childlike energy that makes you feel, you know, young again, free, and like ready to conquer the world, right? But that's like very much an internal feeling that you need to cultivate here with this Hermit. So do the things that, you know, your inner self, your inner child, your higher self even, that is telling you to do, you know? Listen to that inner wisdom and do it. Don't be afraid, you know what I mean? So, spiritually here, we have plant the seeds with the Ace of Wands and the Hangman. So yeah, so with your challenge being the Ace of Wands, I really feel like this is needing to connect with the earth. You know what I mean? Get grounded in, I feel like, the present reality where you are now. With the advice being the Hangman, right? You may be in a space where you feel a little bit stuck. You feel like, you know, things aren't going anywhere. But I kind of feel like this is a time for you to really, I feel, cultivate that inner passion, that inner desire for the things that you want to see grow, right? Because I kind of get the feeling with this being in your what's going on with you spiritually, I feel like at this time, like the divine is here kind of trying to get you into a space where you can do something long term, right? With the star here, the star is like something I'm gonna use what is it? Princess and the Frog to kind of illustrate what I'm trying to say, okay? So like with the star here, it always makes me think of Ray or Raymond from Princess and the Frog, right? And you know, if you've seen the movie, Ray, he's a firefly, a lightning bug, whatever you want to call it, right? And he's madly in love with Evangeline. But Evangeline is a star, right? And so when he's talking about her, you know, Tiana and Naveen, right? They're like, oh, who you talking about? And he, you know, bring them and show them, you know, Evangeline, this big, beautiful star in the sky. And they're like, what? That's a star. You know what I mean? You can't have that. You know what I mean? Like, how could you be in love with a star? You know what I mean? That's what they're thinking. And so I bring that up because I feel like with this star here, this dream, this whatever it is that you are trying to cultivate, and I feel like being that your affirmation here is, I honor how I want to feel. This is something that's long term. It's not something that's like supposed to be short lived. You get me? And so I feel like with the plant the seeds here, being here, and what's going on with you spiritually, especially with the Hangman, I feel like the divine is here kind of trying to get you into a space where you can go long term, right? Because this is something that you're going to be cultivating, something that's going to need tending and work for the long run, not something that's going to happen fast. And so with the Hangman being here, you may feel a little bit stuck. You may feel like you're not going anywhere, but that's because I feel like the divine is trying to be like, look, take this time to get yourself situated, to build up this like passion, this vivacity, right? To imagine the life that you want to live. Build up that passion so that when it's time for you to start moving, you can do so, right? Without getting burnt out, without feeling like, you know, anxious or feeling like you can't make it or it'll never happen, because you've already kind of let go of those fears. You've already worked through those fears when you were in this kind of stuck place. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I hope it does, but let's go ahead and see what the message here is for you. What's the message here for Sagittarius? What's the message here for Sagittarius? And look at that. There's a star again. There's Sagittarius. Alright. Alright. So we have the Ten of Wands, Six of Swords, Hangman. Oh wow. The Magician, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. With the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. The Hangman's here again. So yeah, totally. I totally feel like with this Hangman here, right? The message here is it's time for you to kind of let go of the things that are impeding your progress. But I feel like with the Six of Swords, this is mental stuff, right? This is fears. This is like things that have accumulated over time that have begun to weigh you down and to affect the way that you're perceiving yourself and the world, okay? And so with the Magician being here, right, it's like you're getting ready. I feel like this is here saying we're getting you ready to create and manifest just the thing that it is that you want. But before you can do that, you need to get prepared. You need to get into a space where you're mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally ready for just this journey that you're about to kind of what is it? I can't think of the word. Embark. There we go. Embark on. Right? And so it's like, take this time out to let go of these things so that they won't get in your way when you're trying to manifest the reality that you want to see. Because with this Three of Pentacles here, it's like the divine is on your team, right? You may not feel like it, or you may, maybe you do, but you may get into spaces sometimes where you're like, man, what's going on? I don't, you know what I mean? Like, this is not what I want. What's going on? Like, and that's okay. Just remember that, the divine is on your team. And although you may not see how this is playing out for, your good, it is. Okay? So, stay focused, man. Stay connected to your Evangeline, okay? It may seem like it's far away, like it's just not gonna happen, impossible. But like, it's possible. Okay? And this space that you're in currently is getting you prepared to be the manifesting machine that you're meant to be. Right? But first you need to get rid of these things that are holding you up, that are weighing you down. And I feel like these are fears, these are old things that people may have told you in the past that you kind of accepted and began telling yourself. And it's time to let those things go so that you can create the life that you want to create. Okay, but let's see what self-care activities will be beneficial for you at this time. So, let's see. Excuse me. Okay. All right. So we have ritual. So, I feel like with this here, this could be like, you could do like a releasing ritual, like maybe writing down all the things that you want to release, right? And this could be like in connection with the moon, right? So like looking up the moon phases and kind of tapping into that energy to kind of let go of things, to clear things out, maybe make a list of the things that you no longer want to, hold space in your life, that you're ready to kind of relinquish and let go of, right? Maybe burn that bad boy, and then kind of make a list of the things that you would like to come in, you know what I mean? Or any other ritual. Maybe just look up rituals that that have to do with what it is you're trying to accomplish, and go from there, right? Go with what you feel is right. Okay, then we have unplug. So stay off the book. I love saying that, but you got here unplug. So yeah, like get off social media, you know, unplug from the electronics, maybe spend some time reading a book, right? She reading a book, drawing, or just doing those things that you know, you used to love doing when you were a kid. You know what I mean? Get tapped back into yourself, you know, spend some time connecting to yourself. Okay? Then we have journal. Yeah, so spend some time, you know, journaling your feelings, letting all those things go, releasing them things, putting it in a book. You could burn it if you want, whatever, rip it up, throw it into the sea. I mean, I don't really condone littering, but you know what I mean? But just make sure it's biodegradable, okay? But also, you know, spend some time like writing about what you want in your life, right? How would you like your life to look? Write that out, right? You know what I mean? And write it in the present tense. You know, I am a successful person. I love my life. It's great. You know, like that. Okay. So then let's get some dog wisdom for you. What the dogs gotta say. Roof, roof, roof. Okay, let me calm down. I love these cards. They're great. Let's see. What wisdom do you have here for Sagittarius? What wisdom do you have here for Sagittarius? Rising. Oh, okay. Okay. So we have Joker. Things are never as they seem. Okay, so I'm going to read from the book. If I can get to the page. All right. It reads, if you fetch this card, you may be experiencing an unplanned interruption, an unexpected situation, or an unwanted circumstance. Perhaps what you think should be happening is not happening at the moment, and for you, there's nothing normal or funny about it. The flow of your life is now interrupted by a prairie dog Joker nibbling away at your old sense of reality. The Joker can throw a stick on the path, tripping you up, tangling you in your leash, moving your food bowl, or leaving you feeling as if you're in a lockdown kennel. The Joker burrows in and sets up shop in your doghouse when you get attached to a plan, an outcome, a belief, a perspective, or a story to such a degree that you lose sight of your truth, clarity, integrity, purpose, authenticity, and even your identity. The Joker may remind you that you've lost sight of others' contributions or needs and overall good of the pack. The Joker's real purpose is to serve your highest good. His interruption gives you a choice to do something different. It can cause you to pause and reflect on what is not working in your life and is out of order. He lets you know it's time to come out of the dark den and into the light, to reassess and reconnect with what you really need. It's time to ask questions and be curious. The key is to figure out how to have fun and to play with the situation without taking yourself too seriously. Curiosity and play will allow you to expand into solutions for yourself and everyone. You can ask questions, reflect, and then talk to someone or journal to better get in touch with your assumptions. What assumptions am I making about myself and others when I say, that's just the way I am, or that's just the way they are? What do I really need right now? What do others need right now? And how have I asked them instead of making things up or thinking there's someone they're not? All right. And then let's finish this off with a postcard from Spirit. Let's see, what's the final message here for Sagittarius? The final message for Sagittarius. The final message for Sagittarius. Thank you. All right. So we have, dearest you, you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world, individual yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying to you both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul, check in with spirit, keep going. Spirit loves you, life loves you, we love you. Okay? But that's all I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Please let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.